Shaiva symbolism in Tantric philosophy. Symbols hold a central place in Indian philosophy, especially within Tantric Shaivism, where the world is not perceived as mere material appearance but as a dynamic field of vital and spiritual energy, imbued with meaning. Lord Shiva, as the supreme deity, is therefore understood not simply through myth or ritual, but through symbols that encapsulate profound philosophical principles, such as the third eye, the serpent around his neck, the sacred ash, the crescent moon, the cosmic fire of Naga, and the formless Sivaliga. These symbols function not merely as artistic motifs but as a philosophical language that conveys essential truths, impermanence, emptiness, latent energy, transformation, and the transcendence of illusion. Interpreted within the framework of Tantric philosophy, they serve as pathways for contemplating metaphysical reality. At the same time, parallels with Buddhist insights and Western philosophical thought broaden their interpretive horizon, revealing the universality of these symbolic messages. Thus, Shiva emerges not only as a mythic figure but as a living embodiment of metaphysical truth, a mirror through which humanity may reflect upon existence, time, and the possibility of transcendence. Chapter 2. The Symbols of Shiva, the Profound Language of Philosophy. The symbols of Shiva in Indian art and philosophy can be compared to silent letters, inscribed by the ancestors in images, designed to transmit complex metaphysical philosophy of ultimate reality and epistemological philosophy of knowledge, truths. Each symbol is not mere decoration, but a symbolic language, a language that communicates through representation, offering humanity a way to inquire into the self, the cosmos, and the meaning of existence. 1. The third eye, insight beyond illusion. The two human eyes perceive only phenomena, what appears to the senses. Shiva's third eye symbolizes the vision that penetrates beyond phenomena, perceiving the noumenon, the ultimate reality that lies beyond the veil of ma with macron ya with macron, illusion. In Buddhist philosophy, the third eye is akin to Pan, wisdom, which discerns the truth of the three marks of existence, impermanence, anicca, suffering, dukkha, and non-self, anat, thereby destroying ignorance. Thus, the third eye is not a literal organ but a metaphor for awakened insight available to all. 2. The serpent around the neck, Kundalan and vital energy. The serpent coiled around Shiva's neck represents the Kundalan, the latent life energy within every human being. This energy can be likened to Aristotle's idea of potentiality, an unmanifest state that can be transformed into actuality through meditation and discipline. Shiva, as the master of the serpent, symbolizes the transformation of raw instinct into balance, just as craving can be transmuted into creative power rather than bondage. 3. The ashes on the body, impermanence and emptiness. The ashes smeared on Shiva's body are the residue of fire, representing impermanence, no matter how beautiful or grand. All things eventually return to their elemental state. 4. Heidegger. This awareness resonates with the concept of being toward death, an acceptance of mortality not as despair, but as the impetus to live authentically. In Buddhist thought, ashes also reflect Nayat, emptiness, the ultimate nature of reality. 4. The crescent moon in the hair, time as a tool. The moon, waxing and waning, signifies time and its cyclical rhythm of light and darkness. Shiva wearing the crescent moon in his hair suggests mastery over time. He is not enslaved by it but wields it as a tool. In practical philosophy, this reminds us that humans should not be servants of time, but rather use it as a medium for spiritual growth. 5. The ring of fire in the dance of Naga, order in change. In his form as Naga, Shiva dances within a ring of fire, symbolizing the ceaseless motion of the cosmos. Fire consumes and destroys, but it also illuminates and creates. Heraclitus once said, "Panta re, everything flows." Yet beneath change lies the logos, the hidden universal order. Likewise, the dance of Naga reveals that change is not chaos, but the rhythm of a cosmic order that flows eternally. 6. The Ivaliga, the pillar of the formless. The Ivaliga is not merely a sexual symbol but the pillar of the formless principle, representing the cosmic axis without beginning or end. The myth of Brahm and Vayu failing. To find its limits conveys that the supreme reality, Brahman, transcends both sensory perception and human reasoning. In Buddhist philosophy, this resembles nirva, described as ineffable yet directly, knowable, peccata vedatabo, to be realized individually. Still, such comparisons are symbolic parallels, not identical truths. Philosophical conclusion. The symbols of Shiva are codes left by the ancestors to remind humanity. Life is impermanence. Vital energy requires mastery. Time is relative. And ultimate reality is beyond description. When decoded, Shiva ceases to be a mere mythological deity and instead emerges as a living philosophy, a mirror of profound truths for human contemplation. The question left for the reader is, how can we apply these symbols in our daily lives? If the third eye is wisdom, the serpent is life energy, the ashes are impermanence, the moon is time, the firing is change, and the liga is ultimate reality, can we transform these into forces of awakening within ourselves?